I've been competing in the Patriot Games for a little over 4 years now, and it's the little gear changes that could be the difference between a podium spot and better luck next time. This is the True North Concepts modular holster adapter with the GBRS leg strap. Let's check it out.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at that fish.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a quick review for you today. Today we are looking at the True North Concepts modular holster adapter and GBRS group leg strap. So I've been competing in the Patriot Games for 4 years now, 4+ years now, and a lot of my gear has remained the same and some has changed. This is my original belt, and it has the Safariland drop leg holster. It's like a mid-rise, it's not like low, and it's not high. But what had been happening in the past couple of competitions is when we have to carry something at our side, like a farmer's carry or a suitcase carry, my hand was hitting my holster. And what that would do is it would cause an altered gait, or it would just be uncomfortable to the point where I would drop whatever I'm carrying, and I wanted something a little bit better. It held up very well over the years, but as time goes on, you get better, you make tweaks to your gear, and this is one of them. So True North Concepts did not send this to me. I purchased this with my own money because I did some research and thought that it was a good product. And I had a carbine match this past weekend over at the range. I knew we weren't going to be carrying heavy stuff, but there was a lot of position changing. We were standing to kneeling, standing to prone, freehand to on the ladder to prone. We were on steps. A lot of different movements that we were going to do, which could simulate sort of the movement that we do in the Patriot Game. So I wore this belt even though I didn't have to because we didn't shoot pistol at all. It was very, very comfortable. It did not get in the way. It moved with me when I was getting in and out of those positions, and the profile is much less. So this is the one that I actually took off of this belt here, and you can see how much smaller it actually is. So this Safariland is meant to wrap around your thigh and make a nice solid system, but it's just a little bit big and cumbersome for where I am at in my competition career. Not everything is hunky-dory. There is something that I would like to see changed. These are the back braces, the back brackets, and if you look closely, you can see how I had to kind of fold the belt up to make it fit because it just wasn't tall enough. I'd like to see either in a version 2, because you don't need to change anything to this, you could just drill another hole or 2, but the brackets could be based on how large your belt is, whether it's 1.5, 1.75, or 2. So I think a tweak could be made there, but other than that, this thing is rock solid. It's made of aluminum. You're gonna have to really put a hurting on this. Put it this way, your beamer is probably gonna break before this thing would break. And I think that that's a fact. The GBRS leg strap, it's just thinner. It's thinner and less cumbersome. When your heart rate's up, your adrenaline's up, yeah, you lose some of your dexterity and you want things to be nice and obvious. And I've had to put this belt buckle on, or this buckle on, a couple of times in competition, and sometimes it just doesn't go on as easy. And I'm thinking that this has a little bit more tactile feel to it. The cord won't get in the way. So I think if we do have to run to put our belt on and our plate carrier on, I think that this would be a better option than this. I mounted the Safariland QLS system on here. You know, you can take any holster with the fork and put that in there, and it's just like any other holster adapter. On the back, you can actually see all the holes that are available that you can mount a holster adapter or the holster system to, whatever brand it may be. There are plenty of holes and plenty of ways that you can cant it. You can cant it forward, you can cant it backwards. I don't know anybody who would want to cant their holster backwards, but you can cant it forward so that you can get to it a little bit easier. But you can see the 3 rows up here, the 3 rows down here, and then some extra holes here. I'm not sure what those are for, but many different holes. And then even up here, you can just pass a 1-inch belt probably through here and have it up there if that's what you want to do. But very modular. That's why they call it a modular holster adapter. But very universal fitment for many different holsters on the market. But what I'm able to do with this holster adapter is I'm able to move it a little bit further to the north towards my front side, where if I'm carrying something with my hand at my side, it won't be as inclined to get in the way. And if I do know that I'm going to be doing a farmer's carry or carrying something at the side, I could, in theory, loosen up these brackets and move it ever so slightly more to the front to really get it out of my way. Because the Patriot Games, the tactical games, they're not quick draw competitions. You're usually taking a breath as you're drawing your pistol because you are gathering yourself to kind of get your heart rate down, get your breathing under control before you start shooting. So like I said, I use this up and down many times at the Quantified Performance Carbine match by BPO Tactical, and a lot of changing positions. It was not in the way. It was, I think this is going to be a great addition. I think it's going to help me be more confident when I'm doing my farmer's carry or carrying anything at the side, because it won't get in the way. There was one YouTube video that I watched where they actually put it through the molly, but I wouldn't do that. I don't think that it's strong enough. I don't know, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but going around the entire belt, I'm going around this molly panel, and this is the HRT Tactical Arc, the original one. They came out with another one, but it also has this material in between that's very strong and sturdy. So the true North Concepts modular holster adapter with the GBRS leg strap, I think it's going to be a winner. But we've got Georgia coming up, the Patriot Games Championship for 2025 in about a month, and I'm looking forward to using this. Hopefully it can get me back onto the podium. That's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video.